one of the original Brady Bunch kids, so she's really in her 50s.
I actually wanted to play Julia's part, but they said Julia's playing Julia's part.
She and Julia are friends. She agreed to do Karen. She felt that Karen was the role that was the straight role.
I really actually just wanted to be with Julia because I heard that she kind of wanted me in it too, so I was very flattered.
Selma had a crush on me, didn't she? I knew it.
I sound crazy in these things, don't I?
I knew Selma Blair briefly through Jason Schwartzman.
Excuse me.
A lot of people might not know that I was Jason Lee's skateboarder warmer-upper.
Well, I started skateboarding when I was 5.
He was a great skateboarder, and then he decided to be an actor, and now he's a movie star.
So one day I was hanging around the half pipe, and I said, "Hey, Jason Lee."
No, I haven't known her for that long.
I would love to warm up your skateboard for you. And he said, "Dude, all right."
And I saw her at a local market, and I said, "Hi, you're going to be in the movie." And she said, "Hi, I'm going to be in the movie. I'll see you up in Vancouver." "Okay, I'll see you up in Vancouver."
And then he gave me the horns. And then I said, "Yay."
She was more played down when I saw her the 2 times I saw her before doing the movie with her.
Like between takes, he'd go like, "Hey, Blair, warm up my skateboard."
No, I don't skateboard anymore. I'm 32.
And they built a half pipe in the backyard of my house on this movie set. And then he's skateboarding and I was warming it up.
She has quite an imagination.
That's it. We're tight.
I do go back a little bit of a way with Selma, which is I met Selma my first day in Los Angeles.
It was very strange. I first was coming out to screen test a long time ago, before I even moved here, for a movie called Father's Day, which I did not get.
I was here writing a movie.
I was staying at some hotel in Studio City, and there by the pool was Thomas Lennon.
She had real long brown hair at the time.
He didn't quite remember me or know how to get in touch with me.
It wasn't Selma Blair. Actually, Blair is not the real name. It's like Farts and Cracker or something.
Because at the time my name was Blair Farts and Cracker.
So I was introduced to her. "How do you do, Selma Farts and Crank?"
So you can see why I changed it.
And then on the set, it's like, "How do you do? I'm Selma Blair." "Yeah, right, honey."
And I said, "It's me." And he said, "It's me." And we're working together.
Selma Blair. I don't think so. The main challenges of the production were that we had our bigger set pieces all lumped up in the first month. So we were doing all of our big family stuff right away. So after the holidays, we basically were in Paul's apartment for, the rest of the time.
Vancouver is beautiful, but when we were there, it rained almost every day.
The weather was always a challenge. It was raining all the time.
It's wet, and it's a great city, and the Canadians are lovely, and they have very talented crews and everything like that, but I'm a nice California boy, and I'm not used to being rained on every day.
Was there anything really challenging about the movie?
Being, strangled with these fluorescent green and blue underwear.
I didn't have any challenges, really. I mean, we're making movies. It's all fun.
It's one of those scenes where you want to yell, "Cut" yourself.
It was like recess.
That wasn't fun.
I wish I had some great horror stories like
Being dunked in an oversized toilet
they bring sandwiches around in between takes.
by James Brolin with his massive gorilla hand,
They hold an umbrella over your head so you don't
Excuse me
get sunburned.
once
dunking me
again.
in water with paint chips in it.
People hand me everything that I want. All I have to do is say coffee, and everyone's like handing me 10 coffees.
That hurt.
We had to stop shooting because Jason pulled this diva thing.
Walking down the fire escape, standing there, it starts to lift up and grabs me in the ass
He started screaming like a baby.
and rips my pants and almost lifts me up.
Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Who's responsible for this? And I was like, "Jason, it's fine. You're fine." He said, I'm bleeding.
Huge cut on my butt.
He got this poor little girl who was like an intern and started shaking her and saying, "This is your fault. You did this to me on purpose." Calling her names and cursing at her. And I was like, "Jason, please. She's just an intern. Calm down." And he was like, "Don't talk to me like that." And I was like, "Jason, please. I'm your co-star. Be nice to me." And then he slapped me. And then we all hell broke loose and I walked off the set. But that's not a funny story. I'm I'm trying. See, I'm trying to be like Selma Blair, and I can't. It's like we're different people. She's Selma Blair. I'm Julia Stiles.
Selma, how she carries herself, how she moves through a scene, her sense of timing, her sense of comedy was just brilliant. She felt that Karen was the role that was the straight role. Well, in fact, she made Karen as funny as Becky. In fact, they kind of did a flop. Once Julia was Becky, Becky became a little more grounded, and everybody else became a little more insane around her.
Me, I'm a serious dramatic actress. Selma Blair is kooky crazy. Ah.
Is the scene where I'm having sex with Julia Stiles still in the movie?
Well, she had said early on that she felt that a scene, a really graphic scene depicting girl-on-girl action was integral to the story.
Lesbian love stories get high ratings in test audiences.
Shots, like so much of that.
If Sarah Michelle Gellar gets to kiss her, I don't see why I can't.
I hope Julia's not disappointed in the first. So much for that.
The studio decided to cut it out because it's a wholesome family film, so much to my dismay. I mean, I rather enjoyed shooting that scene.
And I think the film suffered for that, because you watch the film and it's clearly this love story going on between them that never comes to fruition.
I wonder if it'll be on the DVD. Probably not, because it doesn't exist, but anyway.
Everybody kept everybody else laughing and goofing it up all the time.